If y'all don't know, Cardi B had quite the live tonight, right? And she's airing out Offset, and she mentioned the word narcissist. So it's kind of like my bat signal. Listen to this video, y'all, and then I'm gonna give you my response after it.
Yo, when I tell you, Nick, the narcissism is all time high. And you know what's so crazy? I really be feeling like when people be saying like narcissist, niggas is narcissists and everything, I be like, do y'all even know what that word mean?
I do.
But now I really do see what's a fucking narcissist. You know what's so crazy? I find it so crazy, right? You know what I find so crazy? That a nigga think that they could just buy a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I love me shit, but you can buy me no more, motherfucker. And it's so crazy that a nigga think that that's enough. It's not enough, honey. It's just not enough. And you know what's so funny too? I find it funny that niggas think that they could fuck on anything. But when I start talking to niggas, you wanna threat me with taking shit that I fucking work my ass off for.
Yep.
You wanna play those games with me? We gonna play them games too. Since you wanna fucking threat me, talking about you wanna take my shit? You wanna take my shit because I'm moving on? Move on. Move on. Why can't you move on?
Why can't you
move on?
They think you belong to them, regardless. That's the mindset right there.
It's no fun when mama got the gun, right? It's no fun when I'm slinging pussy, right? Now we're going to court war, right? And I told
He called.
you, get off my phone.
Now, I didn't say Offset was a narcissist. Cardi B said that, or she insinuated it. But if you knew her, I'm actually a diagnosed narcissist. So I've always thought that Offset had a lot of narcissistic traits just from watching this stuff play out in media about how he's been cheating, getting caught, doing things like that, and not really, you know what I mean, not really doing anything authentic to apologize. Like most narcissistic people, instead of giving genuine, authentic apologies, they just try to buy you something. They try to buy their way back into your life. And it does it work? Yeah, it does work. He's celebrities, famous, and whatnot. It does work. And plus, you have kids together, so people in Carter's position could be like, you know what? We got kids together. Let's try to make it work. Because he's issued some kind of subpar apologies, right, for his cheating discretions in the past. We'll take a look at it right here. Like one of his first apologies kind of put him on my radar a few years ago when he got caught cheating or whatever. And then she was at a show and then he popped up on stage and had this whole take me back Cardi or whatever in front of everybody. Like he made her show about him, putting her on the spot right there to take him back. And that's what a lot of narcissistic people will do. They will try to put you on the spot. It's like it's high pressure sales tactic, like a car salesman. Just like, hey, look, if you don't buy this car, I got somebody else who's gonna come buy it right now. And even Essence wrote an article. They said Offset's desperate apology to Cardi wasn't an act of love. It was ego. That was absolutely his ego because he made it about him. That apologies, like he made that about him. You really want to truly apologize, I guess you can do it in public because, you know, you embarrassed her in public or you want to apologize in public, but not like that. Not at her show, not in front of everybody, and just making a scene out of everything. Putting pressure on her right there. Like the Essence article from a couple years ago said he increasingly toxic, disturbing campaign to win back his wife in the past. It escalated from odd to inappropriate to habitually line stepping on harassment. Tweeting things like, man, F y'all, I miss Cardi, even though his behaviors are why he wasn't with her. So he's trying to put it on to everybody else, like it's everybody else's fault that she's not with him. She wasn't with him at the time. And what narcissistic people do? They enlist flying monkeys and supporters to try to help them get him back. In this situation, he enlisted 21 Savage, who brought him on stage and had the crowd chanting, Cardi, take Offset back. So had a crowd full of flying monkeys putting this woman on the spot. And again, let's not forget the old bathroom apology that was horrible a few years ago. Listen to this right here.
I want to apologize to you, Cardi. You know, I embarrassed you. I made you look crazy. Doing things I ain't had no business. I was partaking in activity that I shouldn't have been taking in. And I apologize, you know what I'm saying? Breaking your heart and being a selfish messed up husband, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a better person. I apologize to you, Cardi. I love you and culture. I want to spend Christmas.
So would that apology work on a lot of people? Yes, because at least he's apologizing. He's putting it out there what he did, but he didn't actually admit to what he did. He just said, I wasn't being a good person, I wasn't being a good husband, and I did some things that I shouldn't have been doing. Like what is that? Did you eat the Doritos that were left in the refrigerator? Did take the car, not put gas in the car, not called, you know what I mean, not whatever, like you don't know what you did. True authentic apologies require specificity. You have to admit to what you've done wrong. He didn't do it in the first on stage apology. He didn't do it right there. He just said, I'm sorry and I'm gonna try to be better. It's always trying to be better. Trying to be better to a narcissistic person, especially with the resources that he has, just mean buying you a bigger ring or not a newer car and things like that. And she said in her original video, it used to work. It did work. But I guess she got fed up to the point where like that type of stuff didn't work anymore. And they finally got divorced and it was over. And because she's trying to move on, just like most narcissistic people will do, they don't want you moving on. They'll threaten to make your life harder. I'm gonna take your money. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take that. Allegedly, that's what he was saying. You mean he's gonna try to take her. He said he's gonna try to take her hard-earned money or whatever. So he's going after something in that space right there. So I think they're still going through the divorce, matter of fact. He's threatening her because he heard that she's moving on. And just like most narcissistic people, they don't think you're gonna move on. They think you're always going to be there because she forgiven him before. He thought in his mind, even though divorce was filed, maybe they can come back together. But she moving on, and he hate that. And she was, and like most narcissistic people, you don't want shame brought in your name. So he started calling her at the end of that live. He said he was in the live. He was actually in the live, and he started calling her to try to get her the phone to go off, and it did. You know, hey, yeah, he was in that live. Look at him right here. You effed with a baby inside. Tell the truth. So I guess what he's insinuating that she was messing around while she was pregnant and his feelings are hurt. And somebody else commented, the get back is real. Yeah, you don't like it when they are matching your energy. That's what most narcissistic people hate. When you match their energy, when you give them a taste of their own medicine, when you are bringing shame into their life, they want to do whatever it takes to get rid of that shame. In this situation right here, accusing her of sleeping with somebody else while she was pregnant, maybe threatening her to take stuff from her in court or whatever because of her success and whatnot. What a lot of narcissistic people will do will try to convince you that it's just easier to be with me. Yeah, I'm gonna cheat. Yeah, I'm gonna do all this other stuff. But at least you know what I'm going to do. At least you know what to expect from me. So that's what happens. He's furious. So what I expect to happen, either he's going to go live, which he probably won't, but something's going to happen. He's going to get his side of the story out there right now, out there because he's being embarrassed, because the shame is brought into his life. So some way, shape, or form, he's going to get his side of things out there. Like you said at the bottom, the little comment, you was messing around while you was pregnant. And she just said, I mean, another live, she's like, I guess some of his friends are in her inbox or whatever. That would destroy him if she talked to one of his friends. But I mean, some people lose their minds. Some narcissistic people be ready to crash out because you bring too much shame into their lives and whatnot, y'all. I'm just telling you, they think that you're just gonna forgive them and get over it, and you can just keep hoping. They give you a lot of hope that things are gonna change, that things are gonna get better. But the more times you take them back, the worse it gets, because it's a lot of black and white thinking with narcissists, right? They think that you're going to be there regardless. They think that they think because you forgive them that you're okay with the behaviors. Well, and they'll try to find better ways to hide it and whatnot. But anyways, y'all, thank y'all for riding with me this long. If you made it to the end, you might as well hit that subscribe button. Peace.